Fredericton, New Brunswick is the site. Hi, everybody. Zach Bauer up here in the broadcast booth, and welcome inside the Willie O'Ree Sports Complex in Fredericton. We got a beautiful game coming up between the Northern Contendo Moose and the Fredericton Caps. Your starting goaltenders tonight. Boudreau is going to start for the Moose at a 4-3 record through his season so far, a save percentage which is one of the best in the league, and he has a 2.30 goals against average. He faced 3 goals on 28 shots in that last game on Friday. Will Hodgson's got the start for the Caps. He's got a 4-4 record to date, a 9.11 save percentage, and a 2.83 goals against average. He's a native of Fredericton. Both these teams played Friday night, and it was the Northern Moose trailing to the Vitoes, and it was the Caps over the Wild on Friday night. But we'll have an excellent game coming up here, and more on that a little later as both teams line up at center ice and they get it ready, and it's going to be an exciting contest between both. Crispin Gallant is in the draw for the Fredericton Capitals, and it's Thibault in there for the Moose. Puck's down, and we're underway here from beautiful Fredericton, New Brunswick. Knocked it along, and we'll have our first icing call of the game just mere seconds into it. It's hard not to think about the last time that these two played, which was nearly about a month ago now, and in their last meeting, it was a 6-3 win for the Fredericton Caps, and they're looking for revenge of the Moose. Into the corner now, they're playing it. Trying to get it there are the Caps, and it's knocked in along. Here's a drive there by Gilbert, can't get it out on goal. Another drive out in front again, but yet no one was home. And we'll have our first penalty of the game by the looks of it, and it's going to be a cross-check. So it's going to be the Moose to the penalty box there. Thoreau. He had a goal in the last meeting against Fredericton, and now he's going to be in the box. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Moose. They got to clear it out, and they'll get it off the boards, and it won't come out. Stopped at the line. Later picked down there by Robichaud. Can't move it there, and it's going to be not knocked out. Is another great stop there by Robichaud at the line. One more time, it's moved around by Malloy. Back Robichaud now. Robichaud waiting to the other side. Across! Oh, what a good opportunity there for Darian Thompson. Back at the point again. Robichaud to the side. Waiting for the pass. Can't find anybody on the other side. It's Darian Thompson. Played in on the near side boards. He's pinned up with his man in Thibault. Robichaud from the line. Ahead. Shot. Ooh, that one went wide. Darian Thompson at the boards now. Back Robichaud keeping it in. Thompson, great pressure here by the Caps. A shot and a big save there. Played into the corner now. Moving it around the circles. Loose puck into the corner. Robichaud at the line. Robichaud waiting for it. Robichaud shoots off a stick and up into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage in play coming up here. Just under a minute left to go in the power play opportunity. 90 seconds just about into this first period. Both teams are going to go for a change. Face-off coming up glove side here to Boudreau. Back at the point now, moving it are the Caps. Waiting from the line. This way it's Reynolds. Reynolds waits, shoots, tipped out in front. The rebound is loose and can't get it there onto the side of the cords, and Lavoie will clear it all the way down the length of the ice. Puck out to play it there from the goaltender, Will Hodgson. And we'll start in and out. Here comes Gallant. Gallant coming in there with speed. Rubbed off to the play. Clicked on again at the line, and it's kept in there by the Caps. Trying to move it there is Dubé. Into the corner now, moving it one more time is Gallant. Gallant waiting. Gallant to the line. McCullough. Gallant. That's Reynolds, excuse me, and that's one played into the side, and we have a delayed penalty coming up here. Picked up there and moved there by McElrath. Just got called up from Bantam. McCullough at the line, keeping it in. A shot there that got tipped up in front. They score! It's the Caps onto the board first, and it's Dubé. Nicholas Dubé getting his 4th goal of the year with a tip out in front. A lot of traffic circling around Boudreau, and not much help there for the goaltender. And it looks like a tough shot there. So much traffic in front of the net, and we have our first goal. It's a power play goal for Fredericton. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. Played in along, and this way it's DeBow. From the line, trying to play it there is Stevenson. Godet playing chase. Caps from the line, trying to play it there is Linaceri. And behind the goal, it's later moved in there by Godin. Caps with it now, making a shot there. That one got blocked up in front. A good defensive play there by the Moose. And now they're going to try the other way. Godet chipping and chasing, and then they're going to have to go chase it, and Godet will get there first. And behind the goal, looking for the pass. Thoreau with it now from the line. He's got Godet, a drive there, and that one low shot stopped there by Hodgson. Into the corner now, later moved on there by Poirier. Moose in behind the goal. This way, it's later moved on there by Shattuck. Back pass to Rowe, a drive there, that one off the blocker, and a dangerous shot there, that one came up high. One more time, it's later moved on by Poirier. At the line, it's Thoreau, waiting with it. He's making some nice moves, trying to open up a lane. He finds his man there, that's Godet. Godet, past the other side, he springs his assistant captain. Godet again with a drive. Oh, that one got tipped up in front, and it was a dangerous one at that. Thoreau onto it now. Thoreau playing it from the line, and it will come out. Fredericton is going to go for a change. The Moose are going to try to spring on that. Godet can't play it. Lavoie, he falls to his knees, and now it's going to be Fredericton back the other way. Moving it there is Rushton. Thoreau now, he's coming in on a 2-on-2. Rowe trying to move it in, and he rubs off his man, but it'll be Fredericton coming away with it back the other way through the neutral zone. A long time without a whistle. A lot of on-the-fly changing, and speaking of, here's the whistle. Just under 5 minutes gone by here from the Willie O'Ree Sportsplex. Fredericton's record when scoring first, they are 3-1. When the Moose have been scored on first, they have yet to win a game, but they're trying to change that fortune here this afternoon. And off the line, this will go all the way down the length of the ice. Mullally playing his man Godin. Puck in behind the goal. Centering it out there, and this way it's moved in around there by Field. He goes colliding in with a referee. Now here comes Fredericton making some nice moves. Can't get that one out there in front of the goal. That was Thompson trying to play it out in front. Now here comes the Moose back the other way. Field, the other side, and a great defensive play there by the defenseman Robichaud. Coming down on his stomach for that one. Thoreau. Bit of back and forth hockey now following that power play goal by Fredericton. That was Nicholas Dubé getting us on the score sheet first. Here come the Caps trying to center it out in front, yet no one was home. Moose trying to get it out, but they won't be able to, and it's later moved into the corner where it'll be Dubé. Sending it back to the point. He's waiting with McCullough, and that one's stopped in on goal. We talked so much about Boudreau heading into this game, and 3 goals on 28 shots. He has one of the best goals against averages in the league, and the save percentages, the stats don't lie when you see that .941 save percentage and a .230 goals against average. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Moose, playing it in behind the goal, trying to center it out in front and get some work going through the center ice area. Jason knocking off his man as he plays it in behind the goal. Trying to move it there is Paré. And he'll come all the way out where it'll be Mullally onto the puck. Logan Mullally trying to spring chase on, but that will just go into the Fredericton zone as the Moose go off for a change. Caps coming in through the line. This way it's picked up by Dewar. He gets upended. And it's going to be moved all the way down, and this is going to be an icing off a missed pass. Gaudette just couldn't get there, and we'll have a face-off coming up here. Caps and Moose trying to get a little even here, and both goaltenders have been tested so far to date. Duguay into the corner. Trying to spring his man ahead. Stopped at the line by Fredericton. And here's a shot, and that one got stopped up in front. Out in front again, they're still trying to get it, and this will go all the way down midway through the length of the ice, and it's Linaceri, the defenseman, picking it up. Long stringing pass, can't find his man. Boudreau stopping it there at the goal line. Here comes the Moose. Chipping and chasing, trying to spring Jackson Shattuck, unable to do so. Gallant will take it in before he takes a spill, and it'll be knocked in around where it'll be Godin to pick it up. Godin making some nice moves, trying to spring away and try to hit Shattuck. He'll get the next best thing in Gaudette. Poirier's out there with him. Here comes Rushton. Playing it along this way, it's Gaudette. Waiting for the line of drive, and that one got knocked up in behind the goal, and it will be played in behind the net. Gaudette onto it. Springing it ahead and moving it down behind the goal for Godin. Godin trying to spring Shattuck, just not enough of a stick on it. It'll be a foot race to the icing, but it will be Fredericton there first, as Poirier just was behind the defenseman there on that one. The Moose trying to get some outlet passes moving towards the center ice and hoping to spring a man on the run. And the bouncing puck has just been a little tough for them so far this afternoon, but lots of time yet to figure that out as we're still in the early stages of the first period, and it's only a 1-0 game here in Fredericton. Reynolds springing his man McConnell, and it'll be knocked all the way down. This will be an icing call for the game. You could see the Moose, they were practicing out in front, doing those high leg kicks and jogging in front of the arena. If you look behind the arena, that's where you found the Fredericton Caps. Some of them had a soccer ball going, again, with those high kicks and trying to get that stretch going a little bit here. It's not a bad afternoon, just about 10 degrees today. So it's good weather to warm up outside, if you ask me. Here comes Poirier. He's got Bro with him. Trying to get it there, and is McElrath. In behind the goal, it's the Moose. Poirier trying to center down in front there, a drive, and that one stopped. And it's going to be played up and out. Lavoie with a beautiful shot that went off the blocker, and a good play nonetheless. Just over 11 minutes left to go in this first period. Caps and Moose from Fredericton. Played in around the boards. This way it's going to be moved in by the Moose as they're going to start in their own end. Boudreau trying to play it from the line. Linaceri, drive, blocked up in front. It's loose out in front of the goal, and a good defensive play there by the Moose to get that out. And it's Boudreau trying to skip through the offenseman, and here they go again. Pass across, the shot, and a big save there. From the far end, Moose playing it out into the corner. This way it's Duguay. With a drive, the centering pass out to Poirier, just couldn't spring him. This way it's Thoreau, the defenseman. Played in around behind the goal. It's going to be later picked on by Bert Munn. He had the overtime winner on Friday. Nine points for him to start off this season. 3 of those are goals. Rushton trying to play it out. Field knocking his man Thompson. Field and Thompson battling for it. And along the side of the boards, it's Boudreau. Off the glass, and it's going to be the Moose in their own zone trying to get that out in front, and a turnover. It's Malloy. From the line of drive, that one blocked up in front. Played it around into the corners now. It's going to be later moved on by Rushton. Trying to get it there is DeWar, the Milton, Ontario native. It's the Moose. Trying to play it there. This way it's picked up by Poirier. Trying to center and a shot. Oh, that one went off the glass, off his mask rather, and then it was loose in his pads for a moment. You know, sometimes those high shots can sting you up in the mask a little bit, especially as a goaltender, and you know everything. You got to kind of recuperate quickly in those kind of situations, as the puck was loose into the blue paint for just a quick moment. As well, the faceoff coming up to his blocker side of Will Hodgson. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps, and that will be knocked all the way down, and this will be an icing call coming up here. Looking at the standings up and down, and the Moose are at the bottom of the standings to date with 8 points, 4 wins, 8 losses. The Caps are 8-7 so far. They have a couple more games played. Moose are kind of behind the 8 ball in that sense. They still have a couple of games to make up yet. They had a couple of bye weeks recently. They were in St. John on Friday and weren't able to capture a win against the Vitoes. Playing it into the corner now. This way it's going to be moved in along, and trying to get it there is Gabeau. Moose playing it out. This way it's Baxter. Baxter into the corner, trying to center it out in front there. He had a big puck paddle with McLaughlin. Here the Caps through center. Reynolds knocking it in. Terrio. Bro moving it along the side of the boards near the benches. Trying to spring Lavoie. Lavoie giving chase, but it'll be the Capitals coming out first. Here's Thoreau. Lavoie. He'll get it back to his defenseman, and we'll start again. It's a turnover steal. Here comes the Caps, and that play is offside. Just a hair offside there was Jaden Burtman. Couple scratches for the Moose in this one. Samuel DeVoe and Marco LeBlanc are both out of this one. 2 players that will surely be missed. Both have 2 points each respectively. Goal and assist on that side of things. Moose playing it in behind the goal. This way it's later moved on, and trying to get it there is Field, as we played out through center. Bro in behind the goal. It'll be Hodgson playing it out for his man Ruff. Ruff, he's going to give some speed, trying to spring it past, but it'll be the Moose stopping it at the line, and it'll be knocked down. No icing as it tipped off a Caps player who tried to stop it there in his tracks. Linaceri. Ruff along the boards. He's battling with his man there. That's Shattuck. Behind the goal, it's the Moose. Trying to get it there, and Shattuck to the point, and that one just sprung out. It's Mullally. Hodgson in behind the goal, playing it out for his man Ruff. Ruff taking a knee there as he got spun around. It'll be moved in there by Stevenson. Thompson trying to play it out. Here's a shot by Gilbert and a drive. That one got blocked up in front. Caps moving it around now is Stevenson. A bantam call-up Played into the boards where it's Gaudette. Moose making some moves, trying to get in through the center ice area. It's Malloy. Move down there, and it's Simon Duguay from the boards and unable to spring Jason. Terrell. Springing ahead, it's Baxter. Baxter moving it in. Baxter in along behind the goal. The net comes off its moorings as a Caps player went sliding into the net. Face-off is going to come up into the offensive zone for the Moose in this one. Just over 6 minutes left to go in this first period in a 1-0 contest for the Caps, although it's been pretty well close ever since that opening goal. Looks like the face-off's going to come up outside of the blue line. And we'll have the face-off coming up here. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. Rushton playing it along, and this way it'll be Duguay. Played 4 games with Charlottetown this year in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. One of 2 that were drafted to that team. The other being the goaltender, Boudreau. 5:58 left to go in the first period of play here. We have the face-off coming up glove side to the aforementioned goaltender. And off the draw, it's the Moose controlling it now in their own end. Chason will not play it. He'll leave it for someone else, and it'll be Baxter trying to get in there. And we have an icing call coming up here. Robichaud was battling in with Baxter on that one. And the refs determined that it was Robichaud for the Caps who were first. Shots on goal so far are 7-5 in favor of the Caps. A tightly knit contest to date. Caps trying to play it into their own, in the offensive zone rather. Robichaud trying to center it out in front there, yet no one was home, and it'll be the Caps trying to get it out. That's Baxter. Chason into the corner. Chason trying to display it there for Baxter. Robichaud's on him. Moose get the turnover. Chason trying to get that out in front there. Another drive. It was loose in the crease there for a moment. And what a good opportunity that could have been. A good scoring chance there for the Moose. And the puck was bouncing around in the slot area. Now they're on to the pressure side of things. And it'll be the Caps' turn to come away with it. Moving it is Dubé. And we'll have a penalty call coming up here. And it'll be a slashing call to Jaden Bertman, and it will be time for the Moose to go to the power play. The Moose so far are first in the league with the power play heading into this weekend, running at 12% before their game against the Vitoes. So we'll have to see. The penalty kill for Fredericton is 82%, which is last, and that's all heading into the weekend as well. So we'll have to see what comes out of this, and it'll be a power play for the Moose. At the line. Duguay keeps it in. Poirier from the line. Trying to center it out in front there and get something there from the line. Boudreau trying to play it there is Gaudette. From the line. Poirier out in front again. A shot! And they score! It was tipped out in front. And we have ourselves a tie game. The first place power play getting to work. And it's a 1-1 hockey game. Again, that tip out in front, and it looks like it will be Field who got a piece of that there in the opening part of the slot there. So much traffic and buzzing around. You could really see a strong power play there by the Moose. No doubt that's why they're one of the best in the league right now. As we'll have the face-off coming up at center ice in a 1-1 game. All is square again with just over 4 minutes left to go in the first period. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. Lavoie Turnover, steal. Here's the Cavs trying to center down front. And a good defensive play there to stop it there in front of the net. And it looks like it'll be Boudreau as some get together in front of the net. Boudreau got caught there on the post, and he had some good defenders who were able to get down in front of that. It looks like Field took a couple of there before he took a couple from the Caps. So the Moose really showing their defensive side of things. A little bit of discussion before the face-off coming up here. Blocker side to the goaltender, Boudreau, who's been playing good so far today. Duguay, and it'll be Poirier will get assists on the goal by Field. There comes the Moose. They have a little bit of stride to their step now. Field knocking his man. The physicality has been turned up a couple of notches. It's Malloy waiting. He's looking for the pass across, and spotting that all the way was Mullally. Out behind the goal, Mullally again with it. Trying to spring his man Lavoie. At the point now, it's moved by Reynolds. Lavoie. Looking for Ferdinand. Won't spring it to the other side first as he'll go off for a change. This way will come all the way out, and it'll be Logan Mullally. A goal, 5 assists, and 6 points for Mullally this year to start. Moose waiting, putting on the brakes. This way it's Bro. Into the corner now, it's going to be Shattuck. The sign Duguay, a drive, and that one went wide, but it was a good chance. It was a close one. From the line, it's the Moose. Looking for Shattuck. Duguay wants it. There's a drive, no. And again, trying to get it there was Poirier. His points already to date. Poirier battling in there with his man. Gallant. Shattuck. Poirier. Poirier. He wants a goal here. Here are the Moose from the line. Mullally drive, blocked up in front. Simon Duguay. Spinning, looking for a lane. A drive, stop, the rebound! And it was into the corner. What a good opportunity that could have been. Isaac Poirier now. Duguay from the line. Controlling now are the Moose. And the play is called down. DeWar lost his stick, claiming that a stick came up high on him. Looked like there was going to be a penalty there for a moment. But we will stay even strength as the faceoff will come up outside of the line. Dubé and Chason giving words. Linesman making sure that they're separated before we get going. Chason knocking it around, and it'll be sent it around behind the goal where it'll be the Fredericton Caps playing it now. We are tied at 1. There's a drive. That one got blocked up in front, and a good block there by Linaseri. Off the glass, knocked all the way down, and this is going to be an icing, but it will go in on goal first. Boudreau playing it out. He has some pressure given on him. Caps waiting with it, and we'll have a penalty call coming up here. And who will go is the question. It's going to be a hooking call, and it looks like it's going to be going against the Moose. And it will be. It looks like there's a little bit of play out in the corner, and it'll be Thoreau going there. He had a goal in the last meeting against Fredericton on October 23rd. So the Fredericton power play will go back to work. They're running at about 8% heading into the weekend, and now here we go. Here comes Baxter, and he tried to get the one there shorthanded, Lavoie. What a good opportunity that could have been. He had wheels going. Baxter wants another one, and this time they'll elect to shoot it down and conserve that energy. Linaseri. Robichaux, excuse me. Zachary Robichaud. He's going to go all the way with it. Robichaud getting the pass off to the side for Jaden Burtman. Robichaud from the line. Here's a Thompson. Thompson trying to play it there and can't. Jaden Burtman knocking it in behind the goal. One Moose versus three. Waiting from the line. It's Robichaud. Jaden Burtman playing it in behind the goal. Burtman. Robichaud. Waiting with it. Burtman. Pass this side. Thompson. Drive and a big blocker save. He just got a piece of that enough. Caps again. Robichaud drive, blocked up in front, and a good defensive play, and this will be sent all the way down the length of the ice. Just 15 seconds left to go in this first period. The play is called dead. Face-off looks like it's going to come all the way down the length of the ice. I believe they called icing on that one, or an intentional offside. Pardon me. I'd like to welcome you wherever you're tuning in from around the world, and coast to coast in Canada. Is a great day for some Sunday afternoon hockey. It's about 10 degrees in Fredericton, and we're here from the Willie O'Ree Arena, and a drive, and that one off the blocker. Moose trying to get it out. 2 seconds and one, and this will do it for the first period of action. 27 seconds of power play time will greet us on the other side. Shots on goal 8-11 after the first period. We'll be back with more after this from beautiful Fredericton, New Brunswick.
Besoin de ferme de toit, murs préfabriqués ou poutrelles de plancher? Un seul nom à retenir, Léon Chouinard et Fils. Vous avez un projet résidentiel, commercial, agricole ou industriel? Ne cherchez plus, nous sommes les leaders dans la catégorie. Nos 40 années d'expertise ainsi que nos 3 usines de fabrication vous apporteront connaissance, compréhension et rapidité peu importe votre projet. Notre représentant se déplacera pour vous rencontrer afin de bien répondre à vos besoins. Léon Chouinard et Fils, les structures de bois, c'est nous.
You have to look at both these teams and how they've played so far to date. It's mighty impressive as we get ready to go from center ice here, and we'll have the face-off coming up. It's the Moose and the Fredericton Caps, and the second period is underway, as it'll be the Caps who are starting in their own end. This way, it's Reynolds. Reynolds trying to spring it ahead, and it'll be the Moose onto the attack this time. Switching sides are both these teams. Fredericton in the white, and the Moose are in the black. Here comes the Caps, moving it along. This way, it's McConnell. And behind the goal, moved it around. This way, it's Rushton. Rushton trying to center it out in front there, yet no one was home. Along the side of the boards, it'll be later picked on there by Godin. Godin trying to play it out in front again. Here on the shot! Did it go through? And it did! Did it not? It didn't look like it did. A few players there celebrating for Fredericton. They got my poor eyes fooled. But a good stop there by Boudreau. They're able to cover that one. As the faceoff will come up to his glove side. Bertman wins the draw. Moved on rough. Back to the point. A drive. Blocked up in front. Moved in around the side of the boards. It's Bertman on the far side into the corner. Back to the point now. Waiting for the pass across. Can't spring his man there is Linaceri. A drive. Shot. Blocked up in front and a good try there. Bertman now. Playing it in behind the goal into the near corner. Rough. Waiting. Shoots wide. Shattuck onto the case. Thibodeau. Can't play it. Here comes Poirier. He's got an assist so far this afternoon. And he's been hungry for a goal. We'll wait at the line. It's Gaudette. Trying to spring his man. A couple moose went off for a change as they headed into the zone. Gaudette. Thibodeau. That's Thoreau, excuse me. Into the corner now, and it's Poirier. And we'll have looks to be a penalty coming up here. Slamming his stick is Thoreau, and he'll go back to the penalty box again. Just not a good night on the penalty side for him. And a tough one at that for him as well. He went previously in the first period twice, once for cross-checking and the second for hooking. And roughing will be the call this time. It's the Caps from the line. From the circles, back to the point, it's Robichaud. Bertman trying to get it across, up off the glass. Moose trying to get it out, and a good shorthanded opportunity. Bertman taking it in through center. Played in off the glass, and it will be sent down for Robichaud. Caps moving it in. Jaden Bertman is trying to center it out in front there. Moved on there by Malloy. Back at the point, Robichaud won't play it because it'll be knocked all the way down there by Lavoie. Moose going for a change on this penalty killing opportunity there. Just over 65 seconds left to go in that. Caps can't play it as Thompson. Thompson. He got the pass from Jaden Bertman. There comes Rushton. Waiting for it around the near corner. Jaden Bertman. And to the side of the boards. Bertman waits, shoots. He had a lane and a good blocker save there. Into the corner now. It's later moved on there by Thompson. 6 goals on the season so far for him. Sent all the way down there. Near where the trapezoid would be was Hodgson. Robichaud in his own end. And it's the Caps as the penalty is just coming to an end here, and it'll be Boudreau coming back as Thoreau is going back onto the bench. A drive, and that one is up. And near the end of the zone there for the Caps. Moose trying to play it in the forward, and this way it'll be starting back is Simon Duguay. Simon's father, he played 4 games with Charlottetown, Simon. Lavoie playing it into the corner. This way it's moved in forward where it's Field onto it. Lavoie, cross ice pass, almost intercepted. Yes, it was intercepted. Moved in forward now is Paré. Trying to spring in forward. Lavoie, he takes a tumble as going into the chase there for that is Mullally. Out through center, it's the Caps off the glass, and it's going to be Boudreau. Field trying to play it forward. Caps stopping it at the line. But it will be Field who will come away with it. Near the Caps bench, it's this way, DeWar. Field. Long range knuckler. That one went wide of the goal. This way it's Logan Mullally. Can't play it, and all the way out there is Boudreau to play it. He's got Stevenson on his heels. Mullally onto it. Field won't be able to play it as it's the Moose, and that is offsides. Ferdinand trying to come a little forward, but it's Gubeau who's just a hair offsides there. And it'll come out to the other blue line. Directly across from the Caps bench and towards the Moose goaltender. Off the draw control, get now the Caps. They'll dump it in. It'll be Boudreau who likes to come out and play it every now and again. Very active goaltender in this league, who's a short prospect. Be moved in now. Here comes the Moose. And that is offsides. Baxter and Robichaud battling for it there on the near boards. The two of them have had their fair of battles so far, and Robichaud has been hot on Baxter's back to date. Biggest thing when you have those kind of battles is for it not to rattle you, because you're going to be stuck with him for the rest of the afternoon, another way you put it. Got it, twisting and turning a drive, and that one right into the crest of the Caps goaltender, Hodgson, who will cover up here with just over 14 minutes left to go in the second period of action. Heading into this game, Fredericton had the fourth most goals for with 43. The Moose are last in the league with 28, but they're holding their ground here to date. The faceoff will come up into the glove side of goaltender Will Hodgson of Fredericton. Reynolds playing it off the glass. Knocked in forward, and this way it'll be sent all the way down. Jaden Bergman, who's looked to be ahead of the play. Didn't get there first, and some lip service given to Thoreau. Already has 6 penalty minutes so far this game. Just not his game so far. They're trying to figure out who can change and who can't. And it looks like a Cap, Jaden Bergman, will have to go to the bench to fix his helmet, according to the ref. Unless they can fix it here. So it looks like Jaden Bergman will need to be subbed off. It'll be Gallant going in for him. Bergman doesn't really want to get off by the looks of it. He seems a little stunned by it. And coach getting some explanations for that. As we'll have the face-off coming up here. Blocker side to the goaltender, Hodgson. Off the draw control, get now are the Moose. Playing it into the corner now. This way it's Jackson Shattuck. Turnover, steal, and intercepted there by McCullough. Godet in his skates. Back pass, Shattuck. He gets knocked down. Poirier trying to center it out in front there. Simon Duguay is at the line. He's going to not be able to receive a pass. Godet is trying to spring it forward instead of back. Onto the side of the boards. Both teams battling for it. Shattuck kicked ahead. Here's Godet making some nice moves. Godet! A drive! And oh, it just went wide. And it was knocked down with a high stick. And we'll have the face-off coming up here. What a great move by Godet to just get in front of the net. And you know what? A great stand-up save there by Hodgson. Well, a blocker save at that. But, you know, that could have been a TSN top 10 for sure if that had gone in. We'll have the face-off coming up here. It's Jaden Burtman, and he's up against Gabo. Gabo wins it, kind of, as it's moved forward. Gabo. Like the line, go down, drive, and it got tipped over, but it's in! It's into the back of the net! The goaltender doesn't believe it. It went off his own man, and we have ourselves a 2-1 lead for the Moose. Well, I don't think Godin was entirely looking for that, but you know what? That's exactly what you get. A lot of the players for Fredericton standing out in front of net and just trying to block it before it got in on front, and we have ourselves a tipping goal for Godin. He's all smiles for him. That's his third goal of the season. He's got 4 points. He had a goal and an assist in the last meeting against Fredericton. Here are the Caps starting in their own end, knocking it off the boards. Godin can't play it. Burtman onto the attack. Burtman coming in with a burst of speed. Burtman, drive! Oh, and a good opportunity there, but standing tall and giving no room was Boudreau. Here are the Moose in their own zone. Gilbert onto it. For the Caps, Godin battling in there for it. The aforementioned goal scorer. Gabo. Burtman. Gabo back, and Burtman's battling forward into the side of the boards. On the far end, they're trying to give chase, and it's the Moose. There's a drive from the point, and that one got blocked up in front before it could get there. Another drive, and that one snagged through traffic by Boudreau. Give credit to Burtman, who had a heck of a shift there. Couple good opportunities, and Boudreau really standing his ground. 16 shots by Fredericton so far as we approach the midway point of this hockey game. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. From the line, into the corner, and behind the goal, it'll be this way moved in there by Thompson, Darian Thompson. He had 5 points last season and already has reached that goal so far, doubling his point production on both sides of the goals and assists. Field. Mullally from the line, and that one skirted wide of the net. DeWar can't play it, and it'll be knocked all the way down, and it'll be a foot race for it, and no icing here. Trying to center down front, here's a drive, and a good save there by Boudreau. Not much of a shot, but good positioning there for him. Lavoie sticking it in forward. Moose playing it from the boards. It's Field. Played in along. Here's Bro. Bro to the other side. Shot. Oh, the big save there by Hodgson. What a good opportunity that could have been. Going from post to post. Lavoie looking for the pass, and the Moose buzzing after that shot. Rushton playing it in forward. It's the Moose again. Lavoie. Rushton, turnover, steals, shoots, and a big stand-up save there by Boudreau. Turnover tight inside the offensive zone for the Caps. They got that, and a good heads-up play there by Boudreau to track that one. Here the Caps controlling it in their own zone. The offensive zone, rather, as they'll be knocked into their own zone this time. It's rough. No icing here. Moose trying to center it out in front, but no one was remotely there. It'll be the Caps again. Playing it out into the corner this way. It's a shot there by Linaceri. Nothing there. He's yet to score his first goal. It's been over 44 games. Along the side of the boards. Moves from the point. It's Godin to pass across. It's there. Just kept it onside by a hair. Ferdinand won't be able to play because it's the Lucas Stevenson for the Caps. Godin springing it forward. Can't get it there. Here are the Moose. Ferdinand. He's got Baxter in front there, and he got knocked down in front of the net. Mullally The other side, here are the Moose, a drive, the rebound, loose in the crease. A couple whacks at it, and Ferdinand getting the final shot. And a good opportunity there. Looks like Godin took a couple whacks in front of the net, and it's a new trip to sports check for him with a broken stick. Tough net front battle for him in that last play. Robichaud playing it from the side of the boards. It's Poirier. Can't play it. Moved in there. Jaden Bertman heading forward. And a big destroying hit there. And Crispin Gallant falling to his backside. Jaden Bertman, the drive. Can't get it there. A good block there by Mullally as he gets chasing for it now. Moose trying to move it forward. It's a turnover. Steal. Crispin Gallant. Moose Poirier. Gaudette. He's got Mullally on the other side. Gallant. And the shot easily floated on, and the Caps will cover it for a goaltender, try to change the pace, and we'll have a face-off coming up here. You're just tuning in. It is 2-1 score here in the second period. Goals coming on the first one by Nicholas Dubé and for the Caps, and then it was Anthony Field scoring the second goal, and we just had Godin score, which is the 2-1 score that we have here, and Godin is out there right now and playing on the defensive side of things, covering his man. Here's a long drive. That one went wide of the goal. Another block up in front there, and this way it's Godin. Poirier moving it now. Poirier busting it through, and that play is offsides. Good rush there by the Moose. And to get some speed and momentum. Shots on goal 18-15 in favor of the Caps, who have a slight lead in that department, and they are down by one in this. Lavoie's into the draw for the Moose. Here the Caps busting in through. Trying to play it there along the near boards. It's Malloy. Lavoie busting in through the boards now. It's Field trying to center that out in front for Godin. Thoreau trying to get his offensive presence going, or at least change the fortune defensively at least. We talked a little bit before about his penalty trouble that he's had so far this game, and 6 penalty minutes for him. He's certainly not happy about it. Best way to change that is by performing on the ice. Face-off coming up, glove side to Hodgson here. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Moose. Jaden Bertman. Great shift a moment ago. He's going to go in with some speed. Past the other side, a great defensive play, and unable to get that one was Malloy for the Caps. Field won't be able to get it, and it'll be stopped down for icing. Caps and the Moose here from Fredericton. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Zach Power up here at the broadcast booth, and what's been an exciting game so far to date between the Moose, who are holding their ground in the 6th place, versus the 3rd place Caps. Moose still trying to get a couple points back there. A few games behind, so you can't really fault them on that end. This will have the face-off coming up here on the far side boards. Moose going for a quick change. Goubeau and Jaden Bertman out there in the draw. Bertman kicked out of the face-off circle. And Poirier wins it from the line. It's the Caps, a long-range shot, and that one hit a stick and went wide. Played in along the side of the boards. It's the Caps trying to get it out, and they can't spring to war. DeWar from the line, Pare. Gubeau from center, Mullally. He's got Chase on the other side. Mullally out in front there and drive, and a big stop there. Puck was bouncing around, and it's hard to really get control for a decent shot when you're that close. Here are the Caps. Pare making some moves. Can't get it there. DeWar's there on the other side. Out in front. No. And a nice stick deflection there. DeWar's onto it. Caps going for a change at a pretty inopportune time. Thoreau. Glove down by Baxter. Baxter ahead. Gubeau. Knocked into the far corner, and it's Thoreau. It'll be Dubé onto it first. Dubé has a goal so far this game. The opening one. Gubeau. No icing as was played past the center line. Boudreau onto it. Caps from center. Long range shot can't be directed in on goal. And a huge destroying hit there by Pare. And the Moose player is still down. That was a huge hit. It looked like he got his ribs onto the bench side. Referee's not tuned to call a penalty here. Explaining his case to a couple of fans. It's Ferdinand who's slow to get up. And he'll go off with some pain. You could see it in his face for sure. That was a destroying hit from the line. No doubt about it. You're going to try to walk it off on the bench by the looks of it. He is in extreme pain for sure. He's going to try to tough it out. His team is ahead by 1 here in Fredericton against the Caps. And give him credit for sticking to the program. Rushton, Thompson, Caps moving it. And they're calling it a hand pass. Field and Thompson giving each other some words. So he's going to line up with Rushton coming up for the upcoming face-off. Field is tied for the point leader. 3 goals, 4 assists, and 7 points. He had 31 points in 30 games played for the Moncton Thunderbirds in 21-22. Soon going to get used to that 23 number that's coming around the corner for New Year, which is just over a month away. Field with a drive, and the rebound was loose there, and a good opportunity there for Field, and a juicy rebound. We have rushed in onto the side of the boards. This way it's moved in around there by Duguay. Simon Duguay. Bro, can't move it. Simon Duguay, Mullally. Back point drive, Lewan, no! Moose from the near corner, another drive by Mullally, and that one is tipped with the stick of the goaltender up into the mesh, and we'll have a face-off coming up here. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the second period, and a 2-1 contest. You're watching the Caps and the Moose here from Fredericton. On a Sunday afternoon, both teams playing Friday night. Moose losing theirs, Caps winning theirs in overtime. Here are the Caps. Lavoie, a turn shot, and I don't think Hodgson was expecting that, and he just so happened to have the pad down. And we'll have the face-off coming up here. This is the one thing about this Moose offense is they have that ability to kind of turn and burn with some of these shots. And you know what? We've seen some unexpected shots for Hodgson who I don't think has been totally expecting a lot of the shots that he's been facing here to date. Moose playing it around the side of the boards. Godin won't get the pass as it's shot there instead there by Poirier. Godin. Godin is defending his man, but it'll be sprung through. Here's a shot, and it rang off the post. What a good opportunity there for Poirier. Poirier almost getting his second chance as the puck skipped away from his feet. Rough onto it. Godin. Poirier can't be kept in by the Moose, and that play is a delayed offsides. A nice block there by Godin before it could enter the offensive zone for a long stringing pass. It's the Moose. Poirier. Godin. Here comes the Moose trying to center it out in front there, yet no one was home, trying to hit chase on. Boudreau. Chase on with a drive out in front, and a good opportunity there with a juicy rebound. From the line, another drive, and that one stopped by the goaltender in a long-range wrister. Under 3 minutes left to go in this second period of action, and a 2-1 contest. Two to one is the score. Off the draw control again now are the Caps. And we'll have another icing call coming up here. Shots are even at 20 apiece. Both goaltenders really giving some good tests. Hodgson has made some key saves when needed. Boudreau has been absolutely stunning, able to track most of the shots. The first goal for the Caps coming early on in the game on the power play. Here are the Moose. They're going to play it into the offensive zone. Chase on from the far boards. Simon Duguay. Gubeau, Baxter. Baxter shoots up off the goaltender and onto the glass. From the line, moving it forward. Simon Duguay. Gubeau waits, shoots, low pad save. Giving chase there is Linaceri. Trying to move it there is Gubeau. From the far boards is Chase on. Gubeau. Shot! Stopped! Rebound is loose there for a moment, and it'll be played in and out. Here comes the Caps back the other way. They're going to move it in here with a burst of speed. This way it's Dubé. Dubé shoots, and that one tipped off a stick and up and into the neighbor's yard with $1.39 left to go in the second. Tightly contested contest, some back and forth action. Couple scratches and call-ups here for both teams. All right, here comes the Moose. Coming in ahead and forward is Mullally. Mullally trying to spin it around the net and look for someone at least. Poirier battling into the offensive zone. Unable to spring it there was Ferdinand. Robichaud heading forward, and it'll be moved in there by Logan Mullally. 7 goals and 7 assists last year for him with the Moose. Out for the turnover! Oh, and it didn't go in! My goodness, what a juicy rebound there, and Boudreau got caught out of his net. It's the Moose to drive, and that one went wide of the goal. What a good opportunity that could have been. Simon Duguay from the line. He's got it. From the boards, Kubo battling hard with his man. That's Darian Thompson. That one up into the stands, and we'll have a face-off coming up here. What a play there, Boudreau. I think he got a piece of it as he came across, sprawling as he went out to play the puck. And that very easily could have been the turning point for this game. But here we are. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. And along the boards, it's moved in there by the Fredericton Caps. Under 30 seconds left to go in this second period. Bert Munn in off the boards. Swatting at are the Moose. 8 seconds now. This will be sent all the way down the length of the ice, in on goal for Hodgson. And that will do it for the second period of action. It's been a tight one. 2-1 is the score, and it is the Moose who are pulling ahead on the shot clock. 22 shots. Just about 15.
Besoin de ferme de toit, murs préfabriqués ou poutrelles de plancher? Un seul nom à retenir, Léon Chouinard et Fils. Vous avez un projet résidentiel, commercial, agricole ou industriel? Ne cherchez plus, nous sommes les leaders dans la catégorie. Nos 40 années d'expertise ainsi que nos 3 usines de fabrication vous apporteront connaissance, compréhension et rapidité peu importe votre projet. Notre représentant se déplacera pour vous rencontrer afin de bien répondre à vos besoins. Léon Chouinard et Fils, les structures de bois, c'est nous.
Third and final period of action coming up here from Fredericton. Zach Power up here in the broadcast booth. It's the Caps and the Moose here. What an exciting first and second period this has been so far to date. We'll get you a little bit of a scoring recap. Goals coming first from Fredericton. Nicholas Dubé scored with 17:22 on the clock of the first. And it was near 13 minutes later before Anthony Field got the 1-1 tie. And again, where we are now, it's Frederick Godin scoring with a long-range knuckler that got tipped up in front by a Fredericton Cap. Patrick Baxter and Christian Goubeau will both get assists on that, and that came near the midway mark of the second period. It's been a thrilling one so far to date, and it'll all come down to this. The shots on goal are 22-20 in favor of the Moose, who so far have been playing so far so good. That's thanks to their goaltender, Nicky Boudreau, who has been absolutely stunning. One of the best goals against averages in the league, a .941 save percentage, a 2.30 goals against average. He faced 28 shots on Friday, only letting up 3 goals, and he's near that total now as we get ready for the third and final period of action. 20 minutes are back onto the clock, and here we go. The Caps will start away on their own end as both teams coming back for this period even strength. And I think they're going to call a high stick here. Jaden Burtman giving some lip service to the Moose as well. And we'll have the face-off coming up at the far side boards near the offside circle. Both these teams, as I mentioned earlier, played Friday. And it was the Caps coming away with an overtime winner thanks to Jaden Burtman. And it was the Moose who took a tough loss there against St. John. As you just see Boudreau take a long-range shot from the outfield. The beautiful glove there to stop that. Game sliding out for that one. I don't entirely think that he was expecting to go so far out with it. Another drive, and that one blocked there by Boudreau, and another drive, and that one stopped as well. 2 straight shots for him stopped there in a back-to-back fashion. Jane Burtman battling in for it now. He's also out there with Rushton. Another drive, that one went wide of the goal, and this way it's Robichaud. Robichaud from the far corner. Playing it along, and it's Rushton. Moose taking control of it now. Trying to spring there. That one, Patrick Baxter, will be sent all the way down the length of the ice. No icing. Will Reynolds out to play it in behind his own goal. Both teams going for a change now. It's Reynolds. Reynolds passing it ahead and forward, and it'll be rough. Intercepted, though, and it'll be sent back the other way. Cap Simon Duguay. He's going to wait, put on the brakes. Moose ahead and forward. Simon Duguay and around Thoreau. 6 penalty minutes in the first 2 periods. There's another long-range shot there by Linaseri, and he'll stop it. There is Boudreau. Linaseri, yet the scorer in this league. He has 1 assist to date. He's played 44 games and north of that in the league so far. Still looking for that first. Caps still looking for that second goal to tie the game. Moose looking for their first shot of the period. And then we'll try that here. Jackson Shattuck just can't get a stick on it, but he'll be first to it, but they're going to call it icing. And we'll have a face-off come all the way down the length of the ice. Face-off coming up here, glove side to Boudreau. Crispin Gallant in the face-off, Perth and Dover, New Brunswick native. Goal and assist so far in the season. Poirier taking it off the glass. Moose will get it out. Caps had to tag up. Thoreau, got that. That was too hard of a pass for him, and they'll have to start back their own way. Thoreau again. From the red line and in for Shattuck. Shattuck busting in through, but he needs someone to pass to. It's Shattuck. Poirier giving chase in there. Shattuck will go for it, though. Godin on the open side. It's the Moose. A drive, and that one got blocked. Godin turning and burning and can't get that one in on goal. Poirier onto it. Godin is overlooking him there. Godet's father played 89 OHL games from 1993 to 95, and his brother's in Chicoutimi. A bit of a hockey family there. Brother playing in the Quebec Major Junior has 18 points so far this year. Here's a long drive, and that one stopped there by the goaltender of Hodgson. Then we'll have a face-off coming up here. 2 good chances there by the Moose, and a bit of a strong shift for them as they'll have some players go off for the for a change. It's Godin, Lavoie, Field all out there. Mullally, who's playing on the off position and in the defensive side of things. Couple call-ups for Fredericton from Bantam. Both teams missing some players out of their starting lineup. Marco LeBlanc is a big one who is missing from the Moose lineup. Maritime Junior Hockey League, 2 games played this season, and that's with Grand Falls. Off the draw, it's Robichaud knocking it along. It's Boudreau playing it in behind the goal. Bro, he takes a knock there. Here comes the Moose, back the other way. Coming is Bro. He's coming in with a burst of speed. Here he comes. And on the near side and just can't get a shot off there. And good defensive play there by Robichaud, who's been strong on the defensive side of things. Moose keeping it in at the red line. Bro, he's got Lavoie with him. Can't play it forward. Poirier playing it forward now. It's Bert Munn out in front. No! Good opportunity there for Crispin Gallant. Belisari. And behind the goal, it's the Moose playing it. There's Boudreau. Chris crossing the pass. Interception, steal. Thompson shoots, stopped, rebound. And that one went off the Moose crest of the goaltender. Ferdinand playing it now. He's looking for someone with a burst of speed. And delayed offside. On the looks of it. I didn't see anybody touch up. But we'll have the face-off coming up outside of the bench of the Caps. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. Moving it along, it'll be knocked in the head. Simon Duguay. Here comes the Moose. Poirier with a long-range shot, and that was a quick one, too. And out to the goaltender of Hodgson. Referee sorting a few things out, and just under 16 minutes left to go in this third period. Moose ahead by 1. Shots on goal 24-23 in favor of the Moose. And a considerably nice late November afternoon in Fredericton. The coach of the Moose speaking with the referee right now. I think part of that had to do with where that face-off was coming up. And here we go. Offensive zone draw for the Moose. Controlling it now is Poirier. Trying to get there for Simon Duguay. Poirier from the line. It will be moved in ahead by Fredericton. It's Thoreau. He'll get to first there. He's coming in with a little bit of speed. Trying to turn on the Jetson behind the goal. Can't spring Ferdinand a drive, and that one is stopped out in front first. And now here comes the Moose in a shot and a big save there. What an opportunity then there for Goddard. Goddard had lots of time and space and a big stand-up save for Hodgson. Boudreau with that long stringing pass. Here he comes. Poirier trying to send it out in front. Poirier again from the red line. Boudreau. Head Ferdinand. Dropping it in. As they'll go off for a change. Coming out there is Chase on. All right, here comes the Caps. Moving it along. This way it's Luke Ruff. Caps contesting it there. Luke Ruff. He had a goal and 2 assists last year with Fredericton. No points this year. And a drive. And that one stopped there. And a good shot there by Crispin Gallant. Thibodeau playing it ahead. Now here comes the Moose back the other way, and they're coming in with a burst of speed, and Baxter avoiding a check there and a near miss. The War knocking it off. He goes off for a change. Fredericton making some changes here. Hodgson in stopping it in behind the goal. Things will start to heat up as Fredericton is looking to tie this game. Moose holding on to that lead since the second period. Godin has the game-winning goal so far, but the Caps are going to try to change that fortune. A long drive, that one got blocked up in front. It looked like their own man has a hand in that. And oh, and a big block there by his own man, Parade. And back the other way, Poirier. The drop pass, the shot. Oh, it ran off the post. Jackson Shattuck. Can you believe it? Moose back. Simon Duguay looking to the other side. Godet, long drive, blocked up in front there. Moose onto it again. Jackson Shattuck playing it in behind the goal. Poirier is going to have to go give in chase for that. Poirier from the boards. Godet. Jackson Shattuck. Godet. Caps trying to clear it. And they will. Couple Moose going out for a change. Boudreau's going to come out on the offensive side of things. And this way, it'll be picked up there by Anthony Godet. 3 goals, 2 assists so far this year. And we have a penalty coming up here. And it looks like it's going to be a hook going towards Riley Gilbert. Played into the corner, touched up there by McCullough. And we'll have the call coming up here. And it's going to be a hooking call. Rylan Gilbert. And so now we'll see that high-ranking power play go back to work for the Moose. Like we said earlier, they are heading into this weekend. They were sitting at about 12%, which is good for first place in the league. Fredericton's penalty kills at 82% heading in, and that's good for last place in the league. Face-off coming up, blocker side to Hodgson. Just under 13 minutes left to go in the third. A 2-1 contest. Off the draw, controlling it now are the Caps. Long clear will go, and now here come the Caps moving in. It's Thompson. No, and he's stopped there. It's the Moose. Here they come. A long drive in there by Mullally, and Lavoie onto it now. Into the corner, Lavoie. Lavoie waiting for the pass across. Knocked up in the skates there of Crispin Gallant, and it'll be cleared out. Thoreau is starting his own end. He's got to get that out first. Ferdinand looking on the open wing. Lavoie into the corner. You got Ferdinand out in front. Lavoie looking for the pass back. Mullally, a drive. That one got blocked up in front. One more time, it's the Caps coming in now, and they're going to come in short-handed. It's Poirier. Poirier shoots, blocked up in front, but easily almost turned aside as that one was bouncing around. It looked easy enough of a shot, but it bounced. Pass across to Ferdinand, got blocked. Godet onto it. Godet making some moves. Godet, oh, and he gets stood up at center ice. Robichaud knocking down Godet with a thunderous hit. Moose back the other way, a shot, and that one stopped up in front. And laying out the body there is Simon Duguay, who took the shot. Back at the point now, moving it. There's a drive, scores! Isaiah Poirier getting his second. And we'll have a 3-1 lead. The insurance goal, a long-range knuckler. Well, Isaac Poirier, he starts with the Campbellton Tigers in the Maritime Junior Hockey League. And he's looking good out there so far. And he got the goal here to get us up ahead 3-1 for the Moose. And we'll have to do a redo on this. But that's kind of going against, once the Moose get set up, they look dangerous in the offensive zone. And it looks like Hodgson has been struggling with that so far to date.
Northern goal scored on the power play by number 96. Poirier. Assist number 8, Noah Boudreau. At 8:41.
Boudreau will also get an assist on that. There's Jason with a drive, and that one got stopped there on the near side shot. So another power play goal for the Moose, who have been strong on that so far to date. Puck battle on the near side boards. It's Linasari coming in, who was out and took that penalty. Almost a turnover there by Godin, and it will not be. Simon Duguay onto it now. Heading for his Jason. Jason, a shot there up off the stick, and it comes back out to the goaltender, Hodgson. A little bit of back talk there by the puck, as I don't think he was expecting that to come back, but he made a good pop fly catch. Referee talking to him there, and I would have to imagine it would have to be something about, hey, that glove was scarily close to the line when you caught that. Be careful. Nonetheless, it's still a 3-1 hockey game. Thanks to that last goal there by Poirier, who gets his 8th point of the season. Here are the Caps starting out. That's Thompson. Knocking it off the boards this way. It's picked up there by Gilbert. Backed it along. Here's a shot. No, won't get it. It's Dubé. Trying to center out in front. Dubé already has a goal so far this afternoon. Out in front, Thompson. Drive. Blocked up in front. He wanted that pass, but he had 2 Moose on him. Wasn't really an ideal situation for him. Here are the Moose starting back in their own zone. This way it's moved in forward, and we'll start in their own zone. Passed ahead, and here they come. Bro making some nice moves, and he stood up there. Not much of a check, but enough to knock him off to the puck now. Here they come back the other way. Arborough, a U15 call-up who has 1 goal, 2 assists so far this season with the U15 AAA squad. Jaden Bertman playing at Arborough. Bertman, back pass, looking for Paré. And we have a Cap player down after taking a bit of a hit. And that's Brody Paré. We had a goal and an assist on the overtime winner as the trainer will come out now. He's slow to get up and get off, but he'll get off on his own power. Looks like a case where he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him as he's touching his neck, but we'll have a penalty coming up here to field, and I think this will be the head contact that we're looking at. Paray's helmet appears to be broken, and they'll have to fix that before he can come back on. So a critical power play for the Caps. They're in their offensive zone, Robichaud. Bertman. So it's a 4-minute head contact penalty as the play is called on the offsides. Fredericton's power play already scored to start off the game. Fredericton has the 3rd least goals against heading into this game, 47, as opposed to the Moose, who have the 2nd most with 50. 5-0 heading into this weekend. That changed a little bit with a loss for the Moose heading in on Friday against St. John. Thompson from the line, playing it out. The Moose will clear it all the way down the length of the ice. This one will be stopped by the goaltender, and he'll leave it out for Robichaud. Baxter's hard on his case. Here's Thompson moving it in. Thompson busting in through. Thompson, he needs some kind of pass or needs to do something. He can't keep it. Pass across the open side. Robichaud being pressured hard by Baxter. A little bit of change in pace. Bertman. Robichaud. Robichaud's got Thompson on the other side. He'll spring him. Thompson waits. Other side. Shot by Bertman. And the glove is there for Boudreau. Just over 8 minutes left to go in this one. And just under 3 minutes left to go in that field penalty. As it was a 4-minute head contact penalty. Face-off coming up. Glove side to Boudreau, who stopped 28 of 29 so far. Good enough for first star in my books. But we'll have to see how the rest of the game plays out. Here are the Caps. Reynolds making some nice moves, coming in, waiting with it. Reynolds slowly but surely in behind the goal. He wants a centering pass. He'll get it out to McConnell. He gets upended there by Mullally. A drive, a pass out in front. The pass across was through a string of traffic. Perret from the point now. It's Reynolds. Perret waiting, shooting, blocked. Right back on the ice after that thunderous hit to the head. And he'll be knocked out on a diving stick play, and Fredericton will have to tag up. Perret, precious time off this power play. 2 minutes left to go in that at the halfway point. Here's Perret busting in through. Can't get the shot in on goal, and we'll have a penalty coming up here. Perret battled in with the Moose, and it's a head contact penalty. It's going to be 2 minutes for head contact. And who else is it going to go to but Perret? No, sorry. The box to the Fredericton penalty box is open, and it's actually going to go against the Moose. Godin is going to go to the box, so we have a 5-on-3 for $1.54 here, folks. A great opportunity for Fredericton to get back in.
30 seconds timeout called by the opposite.
And so the Fredericton Caps will go and take a timeout here at a critical juncture in this hockey game. And oftentimes when you have these kind of timeouts, especially late in the game, you kind of talk about what happens if we lose the face-off. I think this could be a case where you might talk about what happens if you win the face-off. And I think this is where we'll kind of see that game plan coming into play. A 3-1 contest here from Fredericton. This is game number 50 on the regular season, and if you're just joining us, it is a 3-1 contest here from Fredericton. Nicholas Dubé scoring the first goal, and then all the rest of the goals coming from the Moose. Anthony Field, Frederic Godin, and Isaiah Poirier, who scored in the third period. That was about 4 minutes ago. Face-off coming up, blocker side to the goaltender, Boudreau. He's got a lot on his hands over the next minute 54. Back to the point is Robichaud. Robichaud, Thompson waiting, Robichaud, back pass, Jaden Bertman, Robichaud, Bertman, played it forward now, Bertman in the circles, Robichaud, waiting, Robichaud, side, pass across Jaden Bertman, Thompson shoots, and that one stopped it, but don't think expecting that was Boudreau, he was down and scored! And he's claiming goaltender interference. He's irate. And it's the Caps with the goal, and it looks like the head coach feels the exact same way. Reynolds getting that one. Boudreau was down on the ice after taking a hit. And it's a 3-2 contest. You can be the judge of that one, but Boudreau was down on the ice either way. On that 5-on-3, 32 seconds into that. So we'll come back to a 5-on-4 situation. One player is out of the box. Malloy knocking it in. Around the boards, it's Boudreau. Bertman passed out in front there, and it won't be clear, but it will be now. And it'll go all the way down the length of the ice. No team is going for a change after that. It's Robichaud behind his own goal. He's being pressured there by Shattuck. Robichaud trying to find an open lane. He's being pressured by Shattuck. Here they go out through center. Now come the Zach Rushton, the forward. Sam Malloy, Fredericton native, and knocking it off the boards, and it will come out. Jason moving it in forward. Now here comes Chason shorthanded. Chason. Robichaud intercepting that, and back the other way they come. Just under 6 minutes left to go in this third period now. Moving it ahead and forward is Rushton. Being pressured there by Lavoie. Bertman from the point. Getting it back this way is Will Reynolds. Pass across the other side is McConnell. McGlow, rather, excuse me. Waiting for the shot from the point, and that one stopped there. The rebound was loose in the corner. Back out in front again. Oh, and a good opportunity. Boudreau wasn't ready for that centering pass, but he didn't need to. Got good defense there. Baxter knocking it along. Played in behind the goal by Hodgson. Will Reynolds heading forward out through center. This way, it's Bray. Who drew the first head contact penalty for the 4 minute, which eventually led to the 5-on-3 goal. In the latter half of that 4 minute penalty, it's Ferdinand knocking it along. Back to even strength now, into the corner now, moving it one more time. It's this way, moved in there by Luke Ruff. A goal and 2 assists last year, hasn't scored a point yet. Simon Duguay playing it to the point, and that one is stopped there. And we have just over 4 minutes left to go in the third period. A 3-2 contest for the Moose, who are trying to keep a hold of this one. Shots on goal 31-27, if that means anything in this one. Boudreau standing tall so far. But give credit to Hodgson as well. Jackson Shattuck won't be able to play it in behind the goal. Ferdinand hops through his skates. Moose from the line. Knocking it in. Hodgson playing it there into Ferdinand. Trying to center it out front there. And Shattuck couldn't play it. It got lost in his stick there for a moment. Knocked off the glass. And they're going to call this out because it knocked off the glass behind the Fredericton bench. And we'll have a face-off coming up here with 4:10 left to go. And what will become a critical 4 minutes and 10 seconds. If the Moose win this one, this will be the first time that they've been scored on first and won a hockey game. They've lost 7 games when they've been scored on first. 7 out of 8. Here's a wraparound try and a big pad save there by Boudreau, and he'll grab the rebound for the second shot. Going from post to post was Boudreau. That's a couple of times that we've seen him go post to post. Crispin Gallant's going to come on with a quick change here. And so Simon Duguay. Jane Bertman will take the face-off now here for the Fredericton Caps. Referee having some words with the coach of the Fredericton bench. Off the draw, calling it now is Linaseri with a drive, blocked up in front. Moose will try to get it out, stopped at the line, and will be sent out. Fredericton having to touch up Linaseri now. Moving it ahead, and this way it is Will Reynolds. Reynolds passed ahead, knocked off a skate, and it's Boudreau stopping it with his stick. Likes playing the puck with the stick a lot when he can. Trying to keep the play moving as much as possible. Bro, 2 goals against Moncton earlier this month. Who's trying to get a long drive? Nothing there. It's the Caps. Here they come. Bert Munn moving it in a drive, and that one a high shot there and stopped there by Boudreau. And to get ahead, knocked in along with the stick, and they'll be played in behind by Hodgson. Under 3 minutes left to go in this third period. From Fredericton, New Brunswick, the Willie O'Ree Center, Zach Power up here in the broadcast booth. We'd like to thank you so much for tuning in, wherever you're tuning in around New Brunswick. As it's knocked off the glass, played out. Will this be an icing? And they're going to call it an icing. Fredericton was there to touch it up first, but nonetheless, 34 shots on goal by Fredericton. They'll have another chance to have another one here. This would be a good time for a timeout, but they used that on that 5-on-3 opportunity. And you have to think that the Moose are somewhat tired out there right now. It's been a long day of travel for them. Knocked off the glass. It's the Caps playing it out. Robichaud. It's a turnover, a steal. Here comes the Moose with a drive, and that one stopped there. Goubeau trying to find his first goal of the season. Goubeau back at the point, a drive, and that one tipped out in front, but yet no one was home. One more time is Chason. Chason moving it slowly. Looking for some kind of pass. It'll be stopped in at the line there by the Moose. Chase on from the outside in. And that will stop the play. Things have been tight so far between both of these teams. The Moose playing a very defensive game so far. They've been tight on the defensive side of things, and they've had a strong goaltender to start. The Caps try to go for an offensive push, and that's where we've seen them shine. But they've been able to keep things out at the blue lines for them. Jackson Shattuck loses the draw, moving it along, and it is Perret. Off the glass, ahead and forward, and it will come through for the Caps. The pass across, Perret, shot, and that went off the glove of Boudreau. Just got a piece of that, enough of it to block it away. Shattuck now. Shattuck moving it on a 2-on-2. He's got Boudreau with him. Shattuck, the drop pass to no one. I think he just lost it there in his stick for a moment. Luke Ruff. Bro. Reynolds. Ahead is Thoreau. Won't get there because Simon Duguay is there, but Thoreau now. Lavoie. That's Poirier, rather. Excuse me. Bro. This way it's Lavoie. Lavoie with it now. The drop pass to Poirier, yet no one was home. Thompson, last minute now. Here we go. Moving it along, there's Robichaud. Robichaud gets upended. A pass out in front there, and it was turned away there by the Moose defense. Robichaud playing it into the corners. Godin battling with his man. This way it's Lavoie. In the final seconds, 44 to go. This will go all the way down. Misses the empty net just by an inch. And we'll have a face-off coming up here. In the final minute of play, this would be a time to take a timeout for the Moose if you were going to take one. But they won't. They feel their players are rested enough for this. Moose bench pointing towards Robichaud, who looks to be ready at the blue line. Caps win it. Robichaud drive wide of the net. Played him around, and it's going to be the Moose who just can't keep it out. Robichaud keeping it out at the line. Playing it around behind the boards is Rushton. Perret. Pass. Across. Robichaud. Robichaud drive. Blocked. It'll be the Moose coming away. 16 seconds now. Busting in through the empty net, and it will go down. It is Chason with the goal. Had a goal on Friday. And you can put an end to this one. A 4-2 final. By the looks of it, just about 10 seconds left to go. The empty net goal for Chason. And what a fantastic performance by the Moose, able to keep into this one. They faced 35 shots. 33 of those were stopped by Boudreau. The final few seconds, that aforementioned Boudreau is going to play it in behind the goal. 3 seconds and 2, and that is it for this game. What a strong performance there. It's the Moose coming away with a victory, 4-2 in fashion. And that will do it for this one. On behalf of all of us here, my cameraman Troy, who's been fantastic, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. Zach Power signing off for the final time. Have yourself a pleasant Sunday afternoon. Well,